Today is May 9th, 2023. This is Vince Marino Plumbing, LLC. I'm on a job here. As you can see, we have a plastic stack, ABS, and this home was just purchased. So the crown, opposite of the crown of the sanitary T split. It was patched with some kind of a roof coating and it's leaking. So we have to cut this cast iron and redo this bend and eliminate this old connection. It's nothing. And reconnect the tub and sink here. So in the meantime, I'll have some additional footage here as I progress. Okay, we have the drains cut out in a riser clamp here. So the next step is I'm going to cut this bend with my snapper, loosen that fern coat down in there, if you can see it, and cut this 4-inch right about here. And we're going to put a new piece of plastic in and sanitary T and repipe this. If you don't put this riser clamp here, you're taking a chance all this cast iron falling through the roof. This goes up another floor to the attic, so there's a lot of weight. It's not worth taking a chance. I've seen people wrap band iron around this. They're really nuts. So in the meantime, I'll have more additional footage here as I progress. You see what I had to do here, make 2x4s to hold that. Sometimes you can get them in the brick, but I'll get right back to you. Okay, the bend is out. I had to cut it with a saw. It was crushing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to loosen that fern coat down there. And we're going to cut this sucker right up here and pull this out. And the weight of that cast iron is going to stay on that friction clamp on those 2x4s. Okay, we got the chain cutter on here. Fern coat loose. And I'm going to make the cut. This is solid. The one below was rotted out. This is the primary cut. When you're pulling this, it's good to let it go a little bit. The chain is squeezing. It's pretty tight cast iron. It's a pretty good cut. As you can see, that's resting on that 2x4. That sucker popped, you know what I mean? You don't want to be playing with that kind of shit. Band iron. Home services. The main thing here is not to get injured. You will lose your fingers if that thing falls on you. So you heard the pop there. That's a solid piece of cut. You can see this thing was loose. It's grabbed. Okay. So this is holding a cast iron. I'll get right back to you here shortly. Quoting the plaster man. I'm gonna do is try to pull this fucking thing out of here. I think I can. I gotta sit down and do it. Okay, I gotta cut it, but I'm gonna leave that door open, so when I carry that piece down, I'll walk back with it. It's probably hurt that pop. That's how the pieces are broken. Not too much to really fell down. I'm gonna wash this from out of that. Make sure everything's done. Crazy, nuts. Okay, now what we're gonna do is pull this out. Let me sit down here. Looks like the Franco's still stuck. Dang it. When you rely on help, they don't want to help you. I asked somebody to come and help me, they didn't show up. Luckily, this I can handle. Here we go. We got him. Now, this has got to be, you can see they cut it crooked. I could pull this out. I had a guy last year call me for an estimate for something like this, and he told me he got a plumber that was able to access and pull this piece of T out with another 2 foot of pipe through a wall opening on the second floor, and I told him it was full of shit. This right here is about 100 pounds, 150 pounds. Okay, so that's the connection. We're going to put a new T in and everything. Let me show you what some flipper did here. Okay, so they had a leak in the base of this cast iron T. This was cracked originally, and they put roof cement, or I don't know what they did, and this thing was leaking like a sieve. They just bought this house not too long ago, and as soon as they start using the second floor bathroom, it leaked. Okay, so I'll get right back to you. I got to carry this out, but this was the problem. This was the old bend, okay? Okay, we got this line. I gotta glue this 3-inch. Just gotta trim this out a little bit. Chain cutter. Nick the cast iron a little bit. Okay, we're in good shape now. That little piece of plastic ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm shouting out to David Smith. You want to hear this video in Pittsburgh? You know what to do. David Smith is a fan locally. He's shy. Him and Frank are bashful. It's a long story. You hear me, David? I'm shouting out to you on this video. But anyway, this is connected. You can see we got a new connection in here, solid. This is solid. And it's a job. The few, the pride, the adventure. The few, the pride. I like these home services guys. They're trying to make plumbers sound like they're techs. It's a plumbing job, not a home service. It is in a home's residential service home. Why doesn't the consumer call plumbers plumbers? They call them techs. Can anybody answer that? You hear me, tech? All right, so this is a connection now. These mission Fernco's are no good. Anybody use them? Use the Fernco. I'm going to start ordering them online. Fernco's are the Fernco's, the original. But as you can see, we got a hell of a connection. And this is the piece here we're going to cut. I took measurements before I took the old bend out, so it's the same. So we are approximately almost 11 1/4, like it originally was. This is a more or less plumbing related video. I've been putting a lot of heating with the boilers and the dampers, barometric dampers. So this is more or less a plumbing related video. I'll have it from the start to the finish. I'm going to get the inspection tomorrow. And then the carpenters are going to put the floor down and I'll set the commode. Then get a final on it. And that's about all. Looks like we're in good shape. (15" And we have 15. Let's check it out again. I don't like PVC. This ABS is good. You have more time to adjust the fittings. You don't have to prime it. I think it's a waste. Okay, I got the bathtub and sink drain connected. It was a little involved. I don't want to waste my battery. And you can see these water lines. I didn't do this. This was all existing. I'm going to straighten this cold out tomorrow for the toilet. Shielded fern coat there they want. And it's flowing good. Hot water. I'm running the top two. You can see it's going good. Okay, this is Marino Plumbing LLC in Pittsburgh. I'll have a follow-up on here tomorrow with the inspector after I get the inspection and the finish. Ciao. This is Marino Plumbing LLC in Pittsburgh. It's May 17, 2023. This is the completion of the sanitary T repair from last week. I was here yesterday, May 16th. The floor was repaired and I set the toilet. I got the final inspection today and they're back in business. The contractor has some work to do here on the wall patch. This is a temporary floor repair. They're going to remodel eventually. Until the next adventure.